Hey there and welcome back everyone. Let's solve LeetCode 1650, lowest common ancestor of a binary tree, the third version. So given two nodes of a binary tree P and Q, return their lowest common ancestor, LCA. Each node will have a reference to its parent node. The definition for node is below. So notice this attribute here. It has a reference to its parent node. So according to the definition of LCA on Wikipedia, the lowest common ancestor of two nodes P and Q in a tree T is the lowest node that has both P and Q as descendants, where we allow a node to be a descendant of itself. Okay, so example 1 here, if we have nodes 5 and nodes 1, so 5 and 1, notice how their lowest common ancestor is node 3, right? And then example 2, if we have node 5 and 4, notice that their lowest common ancestor is node 5, right? According to this definition where we allow a node to be a descendant of itself. Okay, example 3, same situation as example 2. The constraints are we have at least two nodes in the tree, the values are unique, and P is not equal to Q, and P and Q exist in the tree. So let's go to the drawing board to get a better understanding of our approach. So the first approach here I'm going to give you guys, the time will be big O of n. The space will also be big O of n. The second approach, though, the time will still be big O of n, but the space will be constant big O of 1. So the logic for the first approach, where the space is big O of n, what we're going to do is we're going to create a visited set, okay? And we can choose to start at node P or node Q. I'll just do node P, okay? So we start here, and all we're going to do is just add this to the set, okay? And then use the parent node reference to come here, right? And then add that guy to the set. Use the parent node reference to come here to node 3, add that to the set, and then now we're done with that iteration for node P, right? So then now we start at node Q, which is here. We ask, is this in the visited set? It's not. And we don't have to add it, okay? We just come back up. We don't care about it anymore at that point. Is node 2 in the visited set? It's not, okay? How about node 5? Is that in the visited set? Oh, it is. And that's our output. So very simple. Let me go ahead and draw this out. So define lowest ancestor. It's going to take in nodes P and nodes Q, right? Like I mentioned, we'll have a visited set. And let's create some variables here. So I'll say P1. I'll set P1 equal to P. And then I'll set Q1. Yeah, I'll set Q1 equal to Q. So just like that. Okay, so while P1, remember, we're going to add it. So while P1, we're going to add it to our visited set. So visited, add P1, and then we'll say P1 is equal to its parent, right? So P1 is equal to P1 dot parent. Okay, great. And then now we'll do the same thing. So let me actually, I never even defined the variables. So I'll go ahead and P1 is equal to P, and then P2 here, or sorry, Q1, so Q1 is equal to Q, okay? So now we can go ahead and say while Q1, if Q1 and our visited set, we can just immediately return Q1. Otherwise, we'll set Q1 equal to parent because we're going up the tree, right? So let's try this out. Let's see if this code matches the logic that we want. So we have our P1, we have our Q1. So while P1, that is true. So let's create visited so we can visualize that. Visited.add P1. So we add this to our visited set, okay? And then we say P1 is equal to P1.parent, all right? So while P1, yes, there's a P1, we add it to the set. Okay, so far so good. Okay, and then P1 is equal to P1.parent, so we come here. While P1, that's true, visited.add P1, so this guy comes here. Okay, all right, so while P1 Oh, so I just did that, sorry. So P1 is equal to P1 dot parent. There is no parent of node 3, so I'll just put P1 over there. All right, so then now we go to this loop. So while Q1, there's a Q1. If Q1 unvisited, is this, it's not, right? So this doesn't hold. And we're gonna say Q1 is equal to Q1 dot parent. Okay, so this comes here. All right, so while Q1 is Q1 and it's not, right? So this doesn't hold, but we go on to its parent, okay? So while Q1 is Q1 and visited, it is, right? Look at that. So we just return Q. And sorry, this should be Q1. Sorry about that. So we return Q1, okay? And that is it. On LeetCode, this solution would work perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and I'll go code it up actually. So visited is equal to, so actually let me go ahead and say P1 is equal to P is equal to Q, and I'll have a visited set here. Okay, so while Q, we'll start with P1. So while P1, we're gonna add the visited, add P1, and then we're gonna just tell P1 to be equal to P1 dot parent. Okay, then now we've processed all of P1. So then we say while Q1, if Q1 visited, then we can just return Q1. Otherwise, we have some more exploration to do. So we say Q1 is equal to Q1 parent, all right? So this should work for us. Let's go ahead and test it out. So it passes the initial test cases. Let's submit it, and it works fine. But let's go back to the drawing board, because remember I told you that the time for that, or the space, the time and the space technically, are big O of n, right? And like I mentioned, we can make the space constant big O of 1. So how do we do that? It's very similar in a way. It's similar to what we have here. We're gonna keep these variables P1 and Q1. So I'll just bring them up here, okay? And the logic now is we still want some sort of while loop. So actually, before I modify the code, let me explain to you guys the approach. So we have P1 here, Q1 here. So basically what I'm doing is, as long as these two are not equal to each other, and they're not, we have some work to do, okay? And as long as they have a parent, we can keep going up, right? So P1 has a parent here, Q1 has a parent here. Are they equal to each other? They're not, right? So then we tell P1 to come up, Q1 to come up. Are they not equal to each other? They're not, right? So we still have work to do, okay? But the thing is, P1 doesn't have a parent. So the moment that one of these don't have a parent, we're gonna set it equal to the original value of the other node, okay? So P1 doesn't have a parent, right? So we set it equal to Q, okay? Which was initially 4. So P1 comes here. Q1 does have a parent, right? So we come here. So they're not equal to each other still, right? So we continue on. P1 comes here. Q1 doesn't have a parent. So remember, we set it equal to the other original node, right? So this comes here, all right? So now P1 and Q1, they're still not equal to each other, right? So P1 is gonna be its parent, Q1 is gonna be its parent, and look, they're equal to each other. And that's the solution, okay? So let me go ahead and update the code to match that. So while P1 is not equal to Q1, I'll just rewrite it. So while P1 is not equal to Q1, if P1 has a parent, P1 is equal to P1 parent, okay? Else, if P1 doesn't have a parent, we'll say P1 is equal to the original Q, not Q1, all right? Very careful there, okay? And then we'll do the same logic now, but for Q1, okay? So let me bring these guys, make this a little bit smaller so we can see. That should be fine. And I'll reset this while I'm here. So Q1, P1 here. Okay. Yeah, so now we have to do for P2. So if P2 has a parent, we say P2 is equal to P2 dot parent. Okay? And otherwise, if it doesn't have a parent, then we'll set P2 equal to the original other node, which was, sorry, I did it again. So this should be, I just have the wrong variable names. So this should be Q. So, okay, else Q1 is equal to P, okay? And at the very end, we can just return any one of them. So I'll do P1, all right? So let's see if this logic works, okay? So P1 is equal to P, Q1 is equal to Q. So while P1 is not equal to Q1, that is true. If P1 dot parent, P1 is equal to P1 dot parent. It does have a parent, all right? If Q1 dot parent, Q1 is equal to Q1 dot parent. So we come here, we come back to the while loop, same logic, this comes here, and then we do this one comes here. Now it gets a little interesting. While P1 is not equal to Q1, that's true, they're not equal to each other. If P1 dot parent, that is not true. So then we say P1 is equal to Q, right? So P1 comes here. So now if Q1 dot parent, it does have a parent, so we're gonna continue that logic, nothing's changed there, okay? So then we're back here, we do this case, so if P1 dot parent, it does, we set it there. So now over here, it gets a little interesting, right? If Q1 dot parent, it doesn't. So Q1 is equal to P. So Q1 is equal to P, which brings us there, right? So this comes here. Continue with the while loop because they're not equal to each other, right? If P1 dot parent, we're gonna update it to equal to P1 dot parent. Okay, if Q1 dot parent, Q1 is equal to Q1 dot parent. So now we get here. We try to continue the while loop, but it's not true because they are equal to each other. So then we just return P1 and that works, okay? So let's go ahead and, so let me just reiterate. So the time is still big O of n, but the space now we did better, okay? The space is constant, which is amazing improvement, okay? So let's go over to LeetCode portal and let's code this up. So I said P1 is equal to P. Let me bring this up a little bit more. All right, so I said P1 is equal to P, and then Q1 is equal to Q. So while P1 is not equal to Q1, if P1 has a parent, then we say P1 is equal to P1 dot parent, all right? Else, we'll say P1 is equal to Q, right? Node Q. Okay, so if Q1 has a parent, then we say Q1 is equal to Q1's parent, all right? Else, we say Q1 is equal to node P, all right? And then at the very end, we can just return P1. It's your choice, P1 or P2. Let's see if it passes the initial test cases. It does. Let's submit it. Okay, wonderful. We have a working solution and it's better than the original O than space that we had. Okay, so whatever platform you're on, like, comment, subscribe, follow, and I'll catch you in the next one.